up, you guys? Look, I know you guys are eager to get into this video and learn how I did this cut, because the cut came out super crispy. I mean, come on now. You guys see the cut in the thumbnail. The cut came out super crispy, okay? Now, I just wanted to say this really quick. A lot of you guys are saying that, you know, you guys couldn't hear me. The audio was too low and the music was too high. So what I did is I basically just cut out the music when I start talking and then play the music again. Just a little heads up for you guys, because I don't want you guys thinking something's wrong or something like that. Nothing's wrong with you guys. It's just I cut out the music right when I'm talking and then I play the music again. I just had to tell you guys that, you know, just to give you guys a heads up. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and let's get straight into the video. When a waiver sits in your chair, the very first thing you want to do is comb out the hair. Now, the reason for this is because when you comb out their hair is going to start lifting off the scalp, which then is going to help you get a more even cut. Alright, so what you want to do right here is you want to use your Slimline Pro Eliza or whatever trimmer you have and make a rainbow-like shape right where that top of the ear is at. Alright, so now it's time to set in the guideline for the back taper. So I've noticed the lower you set the guideline, then usually the regrow process looks a lot better. But you do want to take this up, you know, a good amount of length. Just not too far out to where you can't fade without going too far into the waves. Alright, so right here we're using a 1.5 with the enhancement. I felt like this was a pretty good length because it made the waves pop just right. So this is the whole length that we're going to be using all around the head. I just added this in just to remind you guys that you really want to dust off your client. It's very important you dust off your client to make sure that they stay comfortable while you're providing any service. So all I'm doing right here is debulking. Now the reason why I debulk is because it really just makes your job a lot easier in the long run when you get into your fading. So right here I'm just going up, kind of making a guideline, but if I can flick it to where there's no bulk line, that's what I'm doing. And I'm making it also in a rainbow-like shape, just like how I shaped it when I set in my bald guideline. Alright, so right here what I'm doing is I'm taking my Andis Master and I'm going up about a 1/2 inch. I'm really trying to keep my blend very condensed because I don't want to go up too high because this is a low taper. So I'm really going up about a 1/2 inch with my Andis Master, using more of my corners than the full blade. So right here I have my wall seniors. I do more of a lever play, but to start out I close my lever all the way up and then slowly open up my lever the more I go up, and I don't go past the line I made with my wall masters. Alright, so right here I have my wall seniors all the way open with my one guard on, and I'm going up about a 1/2 inch, again in the same rainbow-like shape that you set in with your trimmers. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to take away that guideline right there that you made with the lever open and the one guard all the way open. And you really just, like to have my half guard open all the way and then slowly work it down close using just my corners. Alright, so right here now I'm just taking away that bulk that I see. I'm using my half guard and it is closed. I'm just going to work it all the way open. I'm again just using my corners just to take the bulk. You can really use your corners to your advantage. It really helps with not taking off too much hair but taking off a little bit at a time. So right here, I couldn't get all the bulk out with my half guard, so I got my two guard all the way open. I just closed it right there, and now I'm just basically just flicking. I'm not making a guideline. I'm just using my flicking motion to get rid of the bulk at the top. So right here is the back and side tapers. It's the same exact steps as the taper I just did on the side. So I'm just going to fast forward this and let you guys watch what I did. Alright, so right here, I'm just prepping the lineup. So I cut the whole entire head with a one guard all the way open on the Andis Master. All I did here is close the lever halfway, and it just really knocks down any hairs to make sure that I get all the hairs when I'm lining up. So if he puts a do-rag on or something like that, the line still looks really crispy. Right here, I'm using some liquid razor. Now, liquid razor, it's about 10 bucks. That's how much I paid for it at the beauty store. It just makes the lineup look a lot more crispy, leaves that ash effect. Now it's time for the lineup. The most important part is the part that every person notices before they get out the chair. You really can't mess up somebody's lineup or they will notice. So all I can say is start from the middle, work your way to one side, and then work your way to the other side. I say look at the lineup before you line them up and see which one is up more. Usually there's a part of the lineup that's usually higher than the other. If there's not, just start on one side, but keep it nice and natural and crispy, and just watch how I work. Alright, what I'm putting in his hair right now is some 360 wave cream from Wavy Merch. It's just all natural product. It's going to darken up his hair to give it that nice healthy look, and it's going to make the waves pop. Again, it is down in the description below if you guys want to buy some. This is one of the methods that I use to knock down frizz for wavers. I just take a comb, put a razor on top of it, and I comb the hair as I usually would. And it's just going to make the waves pop a lot more. Alright, so now I want to go ahead and brush the hair, really just brushing the product in, get a good nice brush session to really make those waves pop. Alright, so the last method that I do is take your electric shaver and you just coast along those waves. It just knocks down the frizz. It's the easiest one to do. It's not time consuming at all. Try it out. Let me know how it works for you. Alright, so right here I'm using my Barber Magic Pencil. You can buy it from any beauty store. If you can't find it in a beauty store, you can probably find it on Amazon. It's a really good toy. It's kind of like the highlighter effect that females use. You pretty much just draw exactly on the lineup. It's pretty self-explanatory. You watch me do it, and then you just take your straight razor and then you go against the grain. Alright, so right here is time for the razor. So the people that don't know how to use a razor, really you just put it at a 45-degree angle, pull the skin, and let the razor do the work. There's nothing really else to it. On the right side, you can see it a little better how I do it, but that's pretty much it. Alright, so this is the cut. If you liked it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Like the video if you like the video, because why don't you like the video? If you like the video, go ahead, drop a comment down below, because you guys already know I love you guys. Comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe, because we're dropping fire videos just like this one. But hey, it's 360 Woods, and I'm out.